Hello, I'm Pierre.
Hi, I'm Victor, and we are Housse De Racket.
We are in Sydney, and tonight we play in Bondi at the Beach Road Hotel. So, woohoo!
Hello, good evening, and I'm at the Beach Road Hotel in Bondi. It's another week, and that means I'm at the Beach Road Hotel side shows, playing 3 headlining acts every week. Joining me is a French band who rocked onto the scene in 2008 with songs like Oh Yeah and Synthesizer. I'm very pleased to be joined with Housse De Racket.
Hey, nice to meet you.
How are you?
Very good, thank you. Sorry about my pronunciation.
Housse De Racket.
It was a bit a Russian way, like Housse De Racket.
Yeah, I did French at school, and I'm not gonna lie, I did struggle. I didn't do very well.
You
So
can
I can
say-
say stuff like, you know, I love dogs is a pretty
Yeah,
good one.
so
in French?
J'adore les chiens.
J'adore les chiens, that's good.
I love
Yeah,
dogs.
or j'ai beaucoup. I don't know. Anyway, you guys, have you ever been to Australia before?
No, actually, it's the very first time. Like we played our first show in Australia ever last Saturday
Yeah.
in Melbourne for
Yeah.
the Melbourne Music Week.
That's right, yeah.
It went very well. Like it was packed and beautiful venue.
Yeah.
And today in Sydney, like tonight is it's very first time in Sydney. So
Yeah, right.
very
How you
excited.
liking Australia? I mean, is it another shrimp on the barbie, as they say on a lot of movies, which is a bit, you know. What's it been like?
It's so different from, from Paris, and right now in Paris, but you're from London, so you know that. But
Yeah.
you're from England at least.
Yeah.
But in Paris right now, it's raining every day. It's hard winter, November, and it's like beautiful. We were swimming today, and but
We do that every day.
Yeah. We saw kangaroos yesterday at the zoo.
It's a bit weird to see the kangaroo for the first time. I was a bit like, oh, what's that? That dude.
I think we want to do all the cliché about Australia. you
Yeah,
know.
I know.
We went to the opera house.
Is
we
was
saw
the opera house a
kangaroo.
bit smaller than you thought it was?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people say that, eh?
But it's still very very beautiful and
Impressive.
it's great.
Have you got a lot of friends in Sydney? Other bands that you've met on your travels that you've said hello to since you've been here?
Actually, we met the Vanchi guys once because they remixed one of our tracks, Synthesizer.
Yeah.
And we met them in Colombia like maybe a month ago because we played there in Bogota.
Yeah.
And we just emailed them like, hey guys, we're in Sydney, and we didn't see them yet, but they might show up tonight
We met the Midnight Juggernauts as well. It's like
Yeah,
an
Midnight
Australian
Juggernauts,
band.
yeah.
in Paris. Yeah.
And we never met the Tame Impala guys, but we really like their music.
Yeah, right. Okay, so as you say, you guys have first time you've been in Australia, and you're currently touring your latest album. How do you pronounce it again?
Alesia.
Alesia, right.
Yeah.
So you guys have played something like 150 shows or something silly in the last year alone. I mean, how's that?
Actually, it's tonight is going to be a very special night and show because it's the very last show of this tour.
Yeah, right.
We've been touring this record for almost 2 years now.
Yep.
We started in Paris in December 2012, and now we're in November 20. Oh, sorry.
No, we started in December
December
2010.
2010, and now we are in November 2012. So yeah, almost 2 years. And we're a bit tired, but I mean, it went very well. We traveled the world. I mean, playing with music with friends is like
Yeah.
the best thing you can.
Sounds like the most amazing bucket list. I think everybody has a list of them places where you'd want to travel and see, but you get to hang out
Name it,
and play
we
your
were
music.
there.
Maybe
No,
we were
no,
there.
we didn't play in Africa, and it's a shame because we really want to for
Yeah.
next time. But yeah, we play Asia a lot, America a lot.
Yeah.
That was the very big step compared to the first record that we played, like 50 shows, something like that, in
Only
the
50.
US. In the US, including Coachella and South by Southwest in Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
And Sydney, it's so amazing. Like it's so far from home.
Well, hey, I mean, your second album was produced by a pretty well-known guy. I mean, tell me about how you met Zadar. I mean, for those who don't know, he produced the Phoenix latest album, and he's also remixed tracks for Daft Punk and, Air as well, which I know you guys know a lot about. What's it like to work with him? How did that happen?
Actually, we met him in Paris like a long time ago because at the time, like he's part of the band Cassius.
Yeah.
And they had a live band.
We call him Cassius
Yeah,
in the studio.
Cassius in
Yeah, yeah.
French. If you really want to go on there. And so yeah, we knew one of the backing bands. They were a friend of us, and we met Philippe at the time, Philippe Sdar. And yeah, years later, we were writing the second record, which would become Alesia, and we really wanted to work with Dar so hard, and yeah, we kept on calling him at the studio, and we managed to make him come to our small, very tiny rehearsal room, and he was about, I guess, to say no. Yeah, since the Phoenix record, like my telephone keeps on ringing, so I'm not sure I'm gonna have time for that. But anyway, play me some song and we will discuss that after. So we played him maybe 2 or 3 songs like live.
Yeah.
Victor on the drum, me on the guitar, and two on the microphones.
Yeah.
And we played very loud and with a big wheel,
Yeah.
So I think he felt
Saw your passion, saw something special.
Yeah, something like that. And
Yeah.
after that, he said, "Oh well, maybe you should come and see me again, maybe in 2 or 3 months with 3 other songs." And it was step by step, and we knew that if we wanted to work with him, we had to be very good. So it was like the high bar, and like so.
Because he loves his funk, his hip hop, his house. I mean, this guy's pretty eclectic, and
he produced the Beastie Boys just after Housse De Racket, so we were like, oh wow.
I didn't even.
And the Rapture,
the last Beastie Boys album, and
he mixed it.
He mixed it, yeah. And we were recording, mixing one of the track of Alesia. I think it was during Empire, and he called us like very late. Like he usually do, like at 11 p.m. Like, hey dude, you know what? The guy of Beastie Boys, called me, and I'm gonna mix their album. And we're like, oh, wow.
So I get to go to New York and maybe postpone your mixing. All right.
All right. Cheers, mate. Keep in touch.
Yeah, but
he didn't do that. We finished in time.
Awesome.
And it was great.
True.
He didn't postpone it.
Opens so many doors, hey, as well, and like in terms of the artists he's worked with as well, and kind of put you in touch with different people, and kind of just feels like all your hard work is kind of like to make the next step.
But we were between the Rapture and Beastie Boys. After that, he met Kanye West for the record, the last Jay-Z Kanye West record. He worked with Cat Power, etc. But we never felt like we were the babies or the junior of this list.
Yeah.
It was a great list, but he
loves music.
Yeah.
No matter the name of the band, he loves music, and we love music as well. So that's where we met.
Man, it just sounds like his sound and your sound crossing paths really does work. Do you know what I mean? Perfect mix.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's all very interesting. Just looking at your latest album artwork. I mean, what's the story behind the image that you've put on the front?
We wanted to work with this. Actually, he's French. He comes from Korea, and his name is he's a graphic designer whose name is Sang-gun Kim, and he made like many covers like we loved in the past.
Yeah.
And we really wanted to. We noticed his work, and we really wanted to work with him as well. And he came to Victor's place, and we just played him the whole record without a stop, like 11 songs in a row.
With no talk.
With no talk, maybe, yeah. And at the end, we're like, it's all about this, all about that, and what do you think? We see some hexagon in it, and he came back like maybe 2 or 3 weeks later with this. At some point at the beginning, we were kind of whoa, what is this?
Yeah.
But we loved the fact that it was a bit I don't know how to say it in English. When I do that a bit to you, like, and I
Say it in French.
Un peu bousculé.
It's like you push the guy. Like,
we were a bit pushed, and we loved it in a way. Like maybe if usually we would have done something more wise and like, and it's a bit aggressive, and we like it. It's like
it's something from like 1927 science fiction metropolis.
Yeah.
Kind of
it's a mix of mythology,
Yeah.
metropolis. It could be a girl, it could be a statue, it could
And
be
you carried this
anything. A
through-
bit Terminator
Terminator.
as well.
Yeah.
But more female. I don't know.
And it's a real statue at the beginning. It's a
Work of art.
a work of art. It's the god of how do you say sommeil?
Sleep.
The god of sleep. And it's called hypnos.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
in the ancient Greek believing. You know, so
Yeah, okay.
it's all very interesting.
But this carries through to your music video Chateau.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's quite. The guy looks in the
Special.
mirror and
You have to scratch your head.
But
a bit,
it's
like,
it's the same guy, Sangan Kim,
Yeah.
who
Who
did the
directed-
video. It
who
was
directed
the
it.
following. It was the
it's a good juxtaposition, really, of like lots of different meanings, mashing it together and owning it really with your own style and
Absolutely.
your own music.
Yeah. He had like a free will on it.
Yeah.
And we let him full freedom on it, and we love it. It's a bit like, yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
And I think about this record, about Alesia, it was a collaboration record. First, of course, between Pierre and I, then between Housse De Racket and Zdar, and then after that between Housse De Racket and Sangan Kim, the guy who did. So it was we trust people, you know, on
Yeah,
this
of
record.
course, yeah.
We want to talk, and what do you want? What do you-
Sometimes the best conversations to get wicked ideas out. It's just to get around with your mates that you get along with and get your music and get
Yeah.
who you are and get
And-
that idea out.
And when you work with someone, you have to to show that you're very confident in his work.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, as Victor just said, like Zdar or Sangan, it was the same thing. So okay, if we called you, we have to listen to you. So
Cool.
you have some room.